Hey everybody, so today I'm here to do an updated toy storage video with you guys. The last one that I did was over a year ago, so obviously the girls have gotten older and their toys have changed, and also some of our furniture has changed. So I thought I would take you guys along and showing you what's different now. If you're new to my channel or my videos, I have a 3-year-old daughter Sophie and a 1-year, 9-month-old daughter Remy. So I'm going to show you guys everything that we have. I did want to say a couple things. First of all, this is like 99.9% of our kids' toys. Sophie has a couple of things in her bedroom, but they're by no means actual toys, really, in my opinion. They're like stuffed animals, a little drawing board, stuff like that. But this is everything as far as toys go. And I also wanted to mention that my house does not look like this. Like, I don't even want to say even once a day. When I'm able to clean the living room all by myself, this is what it looks like. But on a normal day, it's a mess. Things are everywhere, so please don't get it wrong. And I'm also going to try to mention where each piece of furniture is from, but if I miss something, comment down below and I'll be sure to tell you guys. But let's go ahead and take a look. Before we get started, I want to mention that this is our living room and the girls' playroom. So we have a huge space out here that we're all able to be in all day long, and we all can do different stuff and be together, and it's great. So I'm going to give you guys a pan shot of what the whole room looks like. So from this side, that is Mark's desk and all of his computer stuff. But just going across, this is our entire living room. And then right over there is our laundry room. And then we have our TV and stuff over there. So like I said, we have a huge space for them to play and everything, and it just makes sense to have everything out here. So just starting from one side, we have Mr. Backpack. This is an IKEA table that the girls or Sophie got for her birthday or something like that. They eat here, they color here, they play school, you name it, it gets done at the table. And then over here is another piece of IKEA furniture. This was relatively inexpensive compared to the other systems like this. I don't know why, but this was $40 and it was $10 shipped. I do believe this table in store is like $25. I'm not sure how much shipping is on that. But up top we have mag formers, we have Lego Duplo, then Mega Blocks, then Magnetiles, and then a little board for the Magnetiles that they stick to. I've had a lot of questions about whether we like mag formers or Magnetiles better, and I will say that I'm glad that we have both because our kids play with both. I think personally these are a little bit better if your kids are under 2. Remy can manipulate these no problem. Sophie is a pro at them now. However, if your kid's older or has mastered the mag formers, they would definitely love these. The girls play with both. I'm glad we have both, but I would say Magnetiles for older kids, mag formers for younger. And then over here is the Disney Princess Castle from Fisher-Price they got for Christmas. That typically doesn't stay here. It's somewhere in the room, but that's where I like to put it. And then this big cubicle is something that I wanted because I was doing a lot of educational activities with Sophie and I needed a place to put all the stuff that I was accumulating. So I wanted some toy storage that they could have and it would be open for their toys, but also I could put stuff away. So I'm just going to start on top of here. We have a couple of our board games and an Xbox Mark needs to put away. And then this is a bubble machine, some chalk back there. This is all Play-Doh stuff, a little bit of kinetic sand. These are really big coloring pages, a Mr. Potato Head. This is all the really educational stuff. It's like her Leap Start, some extra books. This is an Elmo thing that's pretty much like the Leap Start. And then I have some coloring pages and then a couple of board games. So that's everything for as on top of here. And then, like I said, this top row is all mine too. And I'm not going to mention them each time, but we do have books on the sides of all the bins because they're books that the girls aren't allowed to have without us supervising. But over here, this is our coloring bin. So this one right here is all of Sophie's markers or colored pencils or crayons that are meant specifically for her. This tin right here is like the jumbo ones that either one of them can have. And basically this has all of our coloring stuff in there. So it's always a little bit messy because stuff just gets thrown in there. This one is more of like activities. So we have our family builders, magnetic letter shapes or letters, and then we have some puzzles. There's like some lacing stuff and things that are meant for me to put together for her basically. Over here is arts and crafts stuff. Over here we have a smock, some dry erase markers, There's another smock under there. Her paint set, some like coloring, painting with water, whatever that is. The color mess stuff, the color mess free stuff, whatever this is. Color Wonder Mess Free. There we go. We have a whole bunch of that in this right here, and then we have her dry erase boards. I also have some paint brushes and odds and ends in there. And then I also do keep all of our printouts that I have laminated that she does with the dry erase markers. I have all of those right here, so they're just easy to grab because she does those every single day. And then right on the end here, we have flashcards or things that I think they might not quite be ready yet. So there's a couple of activity books that I just don't think that they really can master yet. Oh, I have a lot more, not just a couple. Quite a few. And then here is all of our different flashcards. So we have emotion cards, there is sight words, numbers, dinosaurs, money. There's also a couple over here, numbers, community helpers, first words. And then I printed these out for Remy. These are single ABC cards. So, and then I have stuff in here. Oh, and a couple of page protectors. You can get these from the Dollar Tree. Do not pay whatever Amazon has them listed for. They have them at my Dollar Tree all the time. And obviously they're just $1. So that is everything in those. And these bins are all from Walmart. I had to get them online, order them, shipped to store. And I think they were about like $6 or $7 a piece. Pretty reasonable, and they've stayed in really good condition. And this whole cubicle, I believe, is a little over $100 at IKEA, but we got it in store for like $90. But anyways, over here we have their learning resources sorting set, but since they have a play kitchen with more play food now, all the play food gets scrambled. So it's just random buckets of food. Over here we have like dollies and stuffed toys that they play with a lot. More of the learning resources food, and then we have their cut and slice egg sorting set from Melissa and Doug. Then we have two of their aqua doodles right there. This is a magnetic doodle board. These are really big books that just don't fit over with our other books, and they're just better over here. And that is a big old latch board from Melissa and Doug. This is a basket full of all their little people that go with the Disney princess. They have a couple dolls, a couple things that go with other little people stuff. And then this is a little people zoo train, I think is what it was called. I can't remember. This is a Daniel Tiger trolley toy that's sitting down here. And then right at the bottom cube is all of our balls. So we keep our wooden Grim balls in here, plastic ones, soccer balls, you name it. So they stay in there. And then right beside, we keep these Ganj stones because they do not stay there ever until Mom puts them there, and then 5 seconds later they're gone. But that is everything as far as this little cubicle over here. And I guess I'll mention the slide really quickly, but this slide never stays here either. Like I said, a lot of the stuff gets thrown about the room, so this guy pretty much lives wherever they want to put him because it is really lightweight and they can move it pretty easily. Now before, in my other video, I do believe the couches were different and I had different things in different places. The only thing that's under the TV anymore is their Melissa and Doug shopping cart, and that's just because it fits there. It fits there pretty nicely, and it's nice and away from everything else. So that's the only thing that's over by the TV anymore. If you come over here, we have their other little section of the house, and this is a bookcase from Target. I will try to link it. Sometimes when I go to link it for you guys, it's there. Other times it's not. I know it also comes in a gray color. This is a kitchen that they got from Mom and Dad for Christmas. So over here on the bookshelf, obviously we have all their books up top. It holds a very decent amount of books. This is not nearly as full as what it could be, so if you're looking for something that holds a lot, you definitely could. And then over here, I just keep their like electronic stuff. So the laptop, the VTech camera, Elmo toy, but I like to keep this pretty bare because I'm learning more and more that things don't need to be filled, and the girls find a use for it anyways. So even though this stuff is here right now, they'll come over and they'll play with their kitchen stuff, or they'll play house over here, play with their dolls. As you can see, Mom Tiger made it over here. You know, they do different stuff. So just because this is bare doesn't mean that it's not being used. And then these are two little what are these called? Oh, rope baskets from Amazon that I bought. I was desperately looking for something for dress-up storage that was not cheap, that was not going to break, that my kids could sit in if so be, and they wouldn't be ruined, because that's what happened the last time. So I got these off of Amazon. They were pretty reasonable if you ask me, and they hold a ton. So if you're looking for something like this, definitely check the drop box. I'll have it there. These are all of our dress ups. I mean, I probably have 10 dress ups shoved down inside here. The girls take these out, they play with them non-stop, and they do fit nicely under here. And the nice thing is that even if they were a little bit tall, I could always squish them down because they're rope baskets. It's really nice. And then over here we have all of their extra dress-up stuff. So there's wands, shoes, baby doll stuff, diaper bags, their play silks, you name it, it's down inside here, and it just kind of goes together. So that has been working out fabulously. And then over here is their play kitchen, and I get a lot of questions on this as well. And I will say that don't pay the full $260 or whatever it is on Amazon at full price. Wait for it to go down, and if you have any problems with it being delivered, don't be afraid to reach out to the company and get extra parts. Ours came a little bit damaged in different parts and whatever. We assembled it anyway so they could still play with it for Christmas, and the company is sending us replacement parts. It was kind of a pain to put together, and Mark is not really thrilled with everything. He feels like it could be better, and it definitely could. The quality isn't quite what I was expecting, but at the same time, we didn't want to pay the $700 for the Pottery Barn look-alike, so we went with this, and I think there is obviously going to be a price difference. So I'm okay with it. I think Mark would like for it to be a little bit different, but up here we have part of the Hearth and Home Cocoa set from Target. This is all their play food. It's a Mod Podge of everything. This is a Melissa and Doug cup set. This is Learning Resources food. More Learning Resources food. This is a frozen food set. Melissa and Doug ice cream. This is Melissa and Doug pot and pan set. I would recommend them. I know it's kind of expensive. It's like $24, $25, something like that, but they are well worth it. My girls bang those together all the time. They're holding up really nicely. I think they look really cute and nice on the burners too. And then over here, I gave them some of my old stuff, and they just have more Learning Resources food. And that's the little hot cocoa pitcher that goes with the Hearth and Hand. But all around, I'm pretty happy with this. They play with this a ton. They do not let it be left alone at all. But that is about everything as far as the girls' toys are concerned. So yeah, this is their little section over here. And then again, they have that section over there. But that's about everything, guys. I feel like it's not nearly as busy in here, but they love that. I love that. There's a ton of room for them to run and play, and they love that as well. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them down below, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.